Hello there, and welcome to your general weekly reading for the week beginning May 21st, 2018. This week I will be using the Healing with the Angels Angel Card Oracle Card deck by Doreen Virtue, and also be interpreting messages that are coming in from the guides and the universe and the energy to give you the best possible understanding of what it is that you can expect for this upcoming week. So I felt really called to use these cards this week just because they are super lovely. Angel cards aren't as specific as tarot cards are, but they give general messages and they're all about loving and healing and all of that. So they're really lovely to work with in times like this where we're feeling a little bit stressed and a little bit chaotic. As you know, or as you can see, this back wall is different from where I usually record. I have moved, so that has been a huge undertaking. This will not be the permanent location, I don't think, of these videos, but it is for today. So that being said, I have been stressed. And so these cards have always just been super awesome to work with just when you don't really need any advice, any more to-dos, any huge messages, but you just need a little bit of extra love and a little bit of guidance as to how you can better take care of yourself. And so there's a lot of stuff flying around out there, so it's going to be really good, I think, for us to just focus on healing this week and in the most loving way possible, and that's with angel cards. So let's get into the reading. I hope that you have had a good week, or I hope you had a good week last week, and I hope that you have a great week this week. I think we're coming up to a shift, general theme, beginning of the week, middle of the week, and weekend. Awesome. Okay, so just let me scratch my eyeball here. We have manifestation as our general theme. So we had a new moon last week. New moons are a great time for planting seeds in manifestation. I'm kind of getting that this card, this theme this week is more about you've planted your seeds and now you're opening your arms to receive. You're opening up to the universe. You're saying, yes, I will take everything that I have now asked for as it's all coming to you. So keep your eyes peeled this week for the doors that are opening for you. Stay in a place of gratitude. Be careful not to get too carried away on the details. Just really enjoy whatever's coming to you and know that, if something is easy, that means that it's the right thing. If something is really, really, if doors keep closing, I guess I should say. So things that are worth it aren't always easy, but they aren't super difficult. Like there aren't things that are coming up as barriers constantly over and over and over again. Because if you look back at your life, there have been times where I think for most of us anyways, we can look at and see, okay, this was super easy because all of these doors kind of flew open. And I can see now in hindsight that this was so difficult and there was all of these signs here that were telling me that it was not the right thing, but I kind of pushed my way through anyways. So that's this week. Just keep your eyes open, keep your arms open, be open and receptive to love and to your own self and what it is that you need, and also be curious to look at the open doors. Don't stay so focused on the things that have closed. Turn to your new opportunities. And those may not necessarily be what you expect. I knew this would come up. So dreams. I was getting this message even before we pulled these cards. So dreaming will be a big thing this week. So when we're sleeping, we are most vulnerable, which means that we are open to spirit and we're open to receiving messages. And sometimes that's why you wake up and you think you see people in your room or you see your loved ones in your dreams. It's because that's when you're open and they're able to come through to you, basically. So this, especially in the beginning of the week, but you should probably get into this practice if you do have vivid dreams that make no sense to you, like myself. Just get a dream journal because there are so many messages and gold mines in your dreams. And you can actually go into your dreams, take a snapshot of a dream, and if it stays still, go into it and talk to everybody in your dream. And I mean, that may take some practice. You might find that you feel like you can't do it at first, but you will after a while. You will be able to do it if you continue to practice. It's just like working a muscle. It gets stronger over time. So And alternatively, if you take a snapshot and then you go into the photo, but things are moving, that was an astral travel. So then go there and also talk to everybody there and just see why you're there, and get information that way. There might be messages for you there. So if you do have trouble interpreting your dreams, there are dream dictionaries. Some people like to just, believe that dream dictionaries are just kind of BS. But if that resonates with you, I know sometimes I go to them just to kind of kick me off to kind of see where maybe the theme was. That can really help to kind of, strike you into the right direction. But it's really good to just go within and to actually talk to yourself, because that makes that subconscious mind come forward more. It makes the muscle grow so that you can communicate, and so that you can, start listening to the messages of your guides and all of that kind of stuff. And the intuition gets stronger, everything. So it's really good to go within to actually search for it. And that's what this dreaming is about. I'm also getting that sleep is really important at the beginning of the week. Take time for rest. I feel like a broken record. I say it all the time. But really take time for rest at the beginning of the week. Here in Canada, we have a long weekend this weekend. So we have an extra day to sleep. Try to not go super crazy so that you're so exhausted. And if you are going like crazy, just make sure that you're getting enough rest going into this week. And of course, paying attention to your dreams, because there are messages for you there. Sometimes I tell my clients as well, if this works for you, you can write yourself a little note or a question, put it under your pillow. It's like an intention, like, I want to get clarity on this when I go to sleep tonight, so that you wake up and you feel refreshed and you have this answer that you've had in your dreams. Even if it does take a little while for the dreams to make sense, or for the answer to actually come forward to your conscious mind, by you actually setting up the intention to search for those answers or to ask the questions, you will have received the answers. That's just always how it is. Okay, so in the middle of the week, we have enchantment. So enchantment, this is talking about looking and seeing the magic in your life. Looking around and trying to see the fairies when you're in the forest, being appreciative for the blue sky above you and the green grass, and stopping to smell the roses. Understand that your life is blessed, and that you can, you have manifestation as the theme. If you want to live a magical life, you absolutely can. You just need to start appreciating everything that is already magic around you, and then just watch the magic grow. This actually is tying into miracles as well. So you may find that a situation that you thought was kind of doomed all of a sudden flips almost like magic, and you have a solution to your problem just instantly. They keep showing me a bus. If you're traveling or in a new place, just look at the magic there. Just really try to come from a place of gratitude, no matter where it is that you're traveling. Even if you're not traveling out of the city, if you're just going to work, take a look around you. And even just being on a bus, that is magic. That's amazing that we have the technology now to be able to transport ourselves on a moving box. So whatever you have when you are grateful, I haven't had coffee yet, so my words are not working. When you are grateful, what you have to be grateful for only grows. So that in itself, gratitude is magic. I think we're going to get more on that bus later. Okay. And then on the weekend, we have emerging. So this is coming into your own. This is stepping into your power. This is stepping into a new, maybe, sense of work, a new sense of purpose, a new place that you want to step into the world. So stepping into your own shoes, if that makes sense. So emerging as a beautiful butterfly. So perhaps we are going to have a nice energy shift this week. It kind of feels that way. And when I'm looking at the cards, it kind of does feel like that. And just, you're going to get there by using your tools, your manifestation, and your gratitude and your dreaming. You're going to use your tools to kind of make that shift. And we've been kind of compressed. And now it's going to be time for us to emerge transformed into beautiful butterflies. Anything else with this? And if you do get stuck in the motions, I think they're coming back to the best. So if you're getting stuck in the motions of your daily routine, really stop to take appreciation for what you do have. You may be trying to manifest a new life in any sort of way, and you may get really frustrated with how long it's taking. Try to, as much as you can, stop yourself. It's a practice. Try to stop yourself and look at all that you have to be grateful for at each moment, because there is a ton of it. We have amazing lives and we have amazing access to amazing things. So just try to not get too torn down in the mundane, because it's not reality. It's not going to stay that way forever. And one day you'll look back at this time and really wish that you enjoyed the moment more. And that's also what this whole emerging is about too, is maybe letting go of some things that you are trying to manifest but aren't coming to you right now. They may come to you later, and just letting it go and emerging as your own self and just being content with where you are now while still managing and trying to reach for a better tomorrow. It is a balance. And some days are easier than others, and sometimes we get really impatient. But it is coming, it's on its way. You just have to trust, which is the most frustrating message, is to trust. But emerge as a trustful, beautiful butterfly this week, and you will just continue to fly off into the sunset. I know that was a super cliche, but that's what they said. And just remember that you are so loved, that there is nothing that you can do that is going to, source, universe, God, whatever, if you want to believe, I'm assuming you somewhat do if you're watching this video, whatever you believe in, that is an extension, that is an unconditional love being. And no matter how you talk to yourself and no matter what you've done, you are still unconditionally loved by that superior being up wherever, however that extends in your mind. Just remember, just come back to that. You are not a bad person. You deserve good things. And just because you may have messed up in the past doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to do it again. And it for sure does not mean that you won't have nice things in your life. We are human at the end of the day. So be content with who you are, because you are wonderful. And if you are on a spiritual journey and you're on a self-growth journey, just always come back to that centeredness of, I am amazing, I am good, I am perfect, whole, and complete as I am, as I find these pieces of myself through my life, which is a practice all in itself. Does that make sense? If you have questions about any of that, if you're curious about my thoughts on it, I've actually written a blog article about self-rejection. The self-growth movement, it can be really hard to manage. I'm going to go on a tangent, I guess, so I'm just going to stop talking, but basically, don't get caught up too much in trying to grow and develop yourself too much, because sometimes we can get a bit carried away and forget how awesome we already are. So I hope you have a fantastic week ahead. If you would like a private reading with me, you can email me at thejourneytospirit@gmail.com, and come and subscribe to katiehunt.ca if you haven't already, to be entered to win a free Reiki session. Thank you so much for watching and liking and subscribing and listening to me ramble. I so do appreciate it. I hope that you have a fantastic week ahead. Please let me know how it goes. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for being here.